Hello everyone, my name is Matteo, and I am 15 years old. I live in Glenside, Pennsylvania with a family of 4 and many pets. My camp name is Mr. Swoosh, and my reason for the privilege of being in this welcoming community is my mom, Linda. My mom happens to be one of the most caring, loving mothers, with quite possibly person that I've ever been the privilege to spend my life with. When I was 5 years old, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. Well, as a 5-year-old kid, the concept of cancer wasn't exactly under my belt of knowledge. However, as I began to notice a change in my mom's liveliness, it just felt that something wasn't normal. Being the kid that I was, I obviously enjoyed playing with my parents in all the ways you could think of. As this cancer began to increase its role in my mom's life, I also started to notice a change in my life and how I was actually feeling on the inside. As a result of her cancer, she became much less social and active. I also seemed to pick up on how she became very stressed and had to take many naps, very long naps. Then one day, I came home to a startling surprise. I came back from school to see a person that was in our house that didn't have any hair. At first, I was scared because there was a stranger in our house, and stranger danger quickly came to thought as a 5-year-old. As I panicked, my dad had told me that this stranger was my mom. I was just struck with mass confusion and became even more worried as I thought of many possible possibilities that may have led to this bald situation. My mom and dad then sat me down and tried to explain to me what this cancer was. After the explanation that changed my world, I realized that I was going to need to adjust to a completely different lifestyle, and I needed to support my mom every step of the way as she was preparing for this fight against cancer. I knew I wasn't able to do this alone, and I needed some friends that could relate to the pain that awaits me. Well, that's where Camp Kesson found a spot in my life. So here I am today to tell you all about Camp Kesson. Let me summarize what Camp Kesson really is from the camper's perspective. Camp Kesson is a place with all types of people and backgrounds too many to count. Camp Kesson empowers imagination and creates long-lasting friendships and is the foundation of a community that accepts all people that come together in which we can all say, we are stronger than cancer. Family is a key goal of what Camp Kesson intends to create. As a 5-year veteran of this group, I have truly been able to notice the compassion that this family shows for each other and how I am comfortable knowing that I have friends that I am able to turn to whenever I need. How I was introduced to Camp Kesson leads all the way back to my mom hearing about this camp from another cancer community group. As she came home one day to inform me on this new camp, I wasn't exactly interested in this, and I explained that it would be outside of my comfort zone to be away from my family for a full week, especially being away from my mom, who could be affected by cancer again while I would be away and there would be nothing I could do to help her. Basically, I was too scared of leaving my family. As I insisted that I did not want to leave, in the end, they forced me to go. On the day of bus pickup, I obviously was very uncomfortable and very nervous. Therefore, it had eventually made its way to the point where my dad was chasing me around the parking lot and trying to get me outside under the car. Finally, getting on the bus, I obviously had no idea what adventure awaited me, and I sat in my own seat by myself. It didn't take long to break out of my shell once we arrived to our cabins and unpacked everything. It all changed for the better after this as we were introduced to a plethora of activities and options as we met our group counselors. I became very comfortable with the environment as we explored the new campgrounds. Over the rest of that week, I had found myself a second family. It was a sensation that I had never experienced before. I made some really close friends that I felt a strong connection with because they too had been impacted by cancer. The main concept of Camp Kesson is building family, and this family, unfortunately, gains more and more members every year due to the fact that more families are afflicted by this horrible disease. Another key part that I was moved by is how welcoming the councils are. Since the councils are also affected by cancer, we can all relate to our struggles. The counselors find ways to communicate with the campers and make them feel welcome, and are all letting them be aware of how there are many of us that are also worried. Counselors create friendly systems in which they connect through things so simple as a secret handshake, as they always find ways to encourage positivity throughout the day. It always feels good to catch on to their enthusiasm. Overall, it just truly makes you live the moment and cherish the experience. With the increasing amount of interested parents and the increasing rate of cancer victims, we need as much assistance possible so that these courageous students from the University of Pennsylvania will be able to continue to help us and the rest of those who suffer from anxiety, of worry, and pains of cancer in our families. A good key part of my adventure with Camp Kesem is the counselor's way of ending the long day with a relaxing cabin chat. Once we are all finished showering and cleaning ourselves up, we all gather in each of our beds for a cabin chat in which we all respond to what was our favorite part of the day. Favorite meal, etc., as we share some entertaining moments and laughs together. It does nothing but strengthen our family and the respect we all have for each other. There will be times where the conversation becomes a bit more serious and might change the mood of the night. We all tell our story on how cancer has affected us and our families. As each of our stories are told, it might darken the mood, but it brings us all closer together. Once we have come together as the Kesem family, we build the confidence that we are stronger than cancer. Back to the main reason I'm here up tonight. The actual camp experience is only for 1 week in August, but there is so much more that happens prior to and after that 1 week. The counselors, with the help of some advisors, spend numerous hours preparing for the camp itself. There are other areas such as marketing, fundraisers, communication with the campers and families, reunions, and more. This wonderful camp can only continue with your generous donations. The cost of this is staggering. Each year, the number of campers attending our camp alone increased dramatically. With over 80 chapters spread across the country, you can imagine that the cost to keep this program alive has increased rapidly. Any donation is graciously appreciated and accepted. I ask you from the bottom of my heart to please donate to this community. I personally want to thank you and all of your time for any donation you make. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.